guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Ultron issue 1. Now, I'll talk more about the issue, but just want to give you guys a couple updates beforehand. Of course, I have a couple of reviews for DarkAvengerINC that I usually do on Comic Uno, which are Uncanny X-Men issue 4, Wolverine issue 2, Fantastic Four issue 6, and Invincible Universe issue 1. So if you want to go check out those reviews, just go check out in the description. There'll be a link for DarkAvengerINC, so you go check them out. But also, have another update, actually. I have a friend that's doing a Kickstarter for Devil's Pool, which is one of their comic books, which I've actually done a review for, issue 0, which is issue 0 is not for sale, but it gives you the premise of what the series is going to be about. So, if you want to go check out that review, go check out their Kickstarter, they have $1 donation stuff, so go check out their Kickstarter, see if you enjoyed the comic. Again, check out my review, it's on the Kickstarter page, so if you're interested, definitely go check it out. I think it's really original. I talk more about the originality in the review and see what's original about it. So go check out that review, go check out that Kickstarter page. But let's talk about Ultron, issue 1, AU, which is actually a one-shot. It's about Victor from the Runaways, and that's why I picked it up. I remember actually when I did an Age of Ultron issue 1 review, I think it was, or issue 2, one of the earlier issues. I said, oh, I know one of the comics I'm not gonna pick up is Ultron, and I was just picking out something from, usually they have a description of what's coming up for the next month, and I was like, oh, one of them I'm not gonna pick up Ultron, and then I realized it's Victor from the Runaways, and I'm a big Runaways fan, so I was like, I have to pick this up now. So a tie-in I said I wasn't gonna pick up, I did end up picking up because of a character. But let's talk about the cover. The art is really good for this. I always like this type of art. The only thing I don't like is Victor's face. Kind of looks a little weird. Try to give you a close-up of that. It looks a little weird. But other than that, I really like the cover. I'm so excited to read this issue, see how much Runaways-ness of this issue is going to be about. So let's see how much Runaway stuff are in this issue and if I enjoy the issue. So in this issue, we get to see Victor, of course, is the son of Ultron, which makes an interesting twist for AU tie-in, Age of Ultron tie-in. He's trying to save some kids around the city as much as he can, because the robots actually don't destroy him, because they recognize him as an android and a robot, or half-robot. So he saves these kids, and the kids actually find out he's a robot, or at least one of them does, and as this all happens, their cave, which is actually the first cave from the Runaways, the first hiding spot they went to, or one of the first, so that kind of brought nostalgia feel from the Runaways. So, but the cave starts crumbling down as one of the kids finds out that Victor is a robot. So we also get to see some flashback hologramness of our old Runaways, because they have died in this universe time thing, where however Age of Ultron is placed, we don't know exactly. So we do get to see Runaways, but they are dead, like Lucy in the Sky Diamonds, Nico, Molly. And we actually see Molly's hat, where one of the kids actually puts on Molly's hat, and Victor's like, no, that's from a family member, that's from someone I love, you can't put that on. So you get to see how close he was with the Runaways. Of course, that was his family. So we get to see, little hints here and there for the Runaway fans, which I really enjoyed. And then we get to see, Victor's just trying to save these kids as much as he can, and that's the ending. He's just saying, I'm going to try my best to be a hero, even though the odds are against me, and I'm supposed to be half robot. But I'm going to take on my mother's side and take on my human side to save these kids and save as many people as I can. So for one shot, I really liked it. For a Runaways fan, I really enjoyed this also. There's just a lot of things that you bring back from the first series, and just from, Molly's hat, the cave, those little things I really enjoyed. And Victor wasn't my favorite character, but it was just nice seeing one of the Runaways, and it was really, I thought it was a good one-shot. It made sense, and that's why I think you should pick up this issue if you are a Runaways fan. If you're not, you might be a little confused, so if you haven't ever read the Runaways, I would try to avoid this series. It is Runaways type of issue, so again, I'll try to avoid it, unless you're an Ultron fan, then maybe you want to pick this up. But again, if you're not a Runaways fan, I would try to avoid it. But if you're a Runaways fan, pick this up. It was a great issue, brings back old memories, and it's a solid issue. Just had a really good story. I guess even if you're not a Runaways fan, you could kind of follow Victor's story. But I'd pick it up. The only thing I didn't like about this issue, actually, is the art. That's the only thing, when I first opened it up, I was like, I don't really think I'm going to like it. But the story picked it up for me and made this story interesting. But the art is kind of sketchy. I definitely see better from the Runaways. I just don't like these kind of thin line type of art and where the hair looks really weird. So I didn't love the art for this, and I guess that was really my only big complaint for this issue. And it's also one-shot, so you don't have to pick it up, and that's always a negative. It should have a fun story, which this story did. It had a meaningful story. I think it was worth the one-shot. I don't think I would want to see more issues of this. I think it was just perfect as this one issue. If you like the Runaways, pick it up. I give it 4 stars. I thought it was a pretty solid issue. Again, the art really was the only thing I kind of disliked that made the issue a little for me. But I think it's 4 stars definitely. Really did enjoy the story, and hope you guys enjoy this Comic Uno, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rad Situations, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.